If you're thinking about buying a home, you've probably asked yourself one big question: how much home can I actually afford? It's an exciting question, but it's also one of the most important financial decisions you'll ever make. Many people make the mistake of shopping based on the maximum amount a lender says they qualify for, but qualifying for a loan and comfortably affording a home are two different things. Fortunately, there's a simple guideline that's been used for decades by financial experts and mortgage lenders. It's called the 28% gross income rule. In this video, I'll explain what the 28% rule is, how to calculate it using your own income, why lenders use it, what expenses many buyers overlook, and how to use this rule to make a smarter home buying decision. The 28% rule is one of the most common budgeting guidelines used in home financing. Your total monthly housing expenses should not exceed 28% of your gross monthly income. Now, notice I said gross income, not your take home pay. Gross income is what you earn before taxes, retirement contributions, health insurance, and all other payroll deductions. Your housing expense includes more than just the mortgage. Lenders typically look at what's called PTI, which stands for principal, interest, property taxes, and homeowners insurance. And if your home is part of a homeowners association, your HOA dues are usually included as well. The goal of the 28% rule is to help make sure your housing payment leaves enough room in your budget for everything else in life. We're talking groceries, transportation, savings, vacations, emergencies, and retirement. Owning a home should bring peace of mind, not financial stress. So, how do you calculate the 28% rule? Well, the math is actually very simple. Take your annual gross income and divide it by 12. That gives you your gross monthly income. Then you multiply your monthly gross income by 0.28, or 28%. The result is the recommended maximum monthly housing payment. So if your household earns $60,000 a year, the 28% guideline suggests keeping your monthly housing costs around $1,400. At $100,000 per year, your housing budget increases to approximately $2,333 a month. If your household earns $130K, your target monthly housing payment is about $3,033. For a household making $160K annually, that number is approximately $3,733. And if your household earns a whopping $200,000 a year, the guideline suggests around $4,667 per month. Keep in mind, these figures represent your total housing payment, not just your mortgage. That includes principal, interest, property taxes, homeowners insurance, and possibly HOA dues. Lenders will typically approve you for far above the 28% mark. History has shown that borrowers who spend too much of their income on housing are more likely to experience financial hardship if something unexpected happens. This 28% rule helps you determine whether your mortgage payment fits comfortably within your income. You may also hear about the 28-36 rule. The first number, 28%, represents your housing expenses. The second number, 36%, represents your total monthly debt. The 36% number for your debt includes car loans, student loans, credit card payments, personal loans, your mortgage payment. If your total monthly debt payments exceed roughly 36% of your gross income, comfortably affording a mortgage may become more challenging. Here's something many first-time buyers overlook. The mortgage payment isn't the only monthly cost of owning a home. You also have to pay to live in the home. That means budgeting for things like electricity, gas, water, sewer, trash collection, internet, home security if you choose it, and don't forget routine maintenance, such as replacing HVAC filters, servicing your heating and air conditioning system, or even something as simple as maintaining your yard. Here's another important point. The larger the home, the more expensive it usually is to operate. A 3,500 square foot home generally costs more to heat and cool than a 1,500 square foot home. Additionally, older homes with outdated windows, aging HVAC systems, or poor insulation can also have significantly higher utility bills. For example, imagine your mortgage payment, including taxes and insurance, is $2,500 per month. That may fit perfectly within the 28% guideline. But if your monthly utilities average another $500 to $700, your actual housing costs are now closer to $3,000 to $3,200 each month. That's money that still comes out of your monthly budget. Before making an offer on a home, ask your real estate agent whether utility costs are available, or ask the seller if they can provide recent utility bills. Having that information can help you avoid surprises after closing. Obviously, this rule isn't perfect. It's an excellent starting point, but it's just a guideline. Everyone's financial situation is different. If you have no debt, a stable income, and a substantial savings, you may be comfortable spending a little more than 28%. On the other hand, if you have student loans, childcare expenses, medical bills, or other financial obligations, you may decide that staying closer to 25% gives you greater peace of mind. Homeownership also comes with expenses that many buyers don't think about, including home maintenance, appliance repairs, roof repairs, plumbing issues, landscaping, furniture, property tax increases. Just because a lender approves you for a certain amount doesn't necessarily mean you should borrow that much. Buying a slightly less expensive home often gives you more financial flexibility and allows you to continue saving, investing, and enjoying life. One of the biggest mistakes homebuyers make is focusing only on the purchase price. Instead, focus on the monthly payment. The home price you can afford depends on several factors: your down payment, current mortgage interest rates, property taxes, homeowners insurance, HOA fees, the length of your mortgage loan. Some people take 15-year mortgages over 30-year mortgages. Two people with the exact same income could afford very different home prices depending on these factors. Someone who bought a home in 2022 or 2020 most likely had a better bang for their buck than they do nowadays, at least as of the recording of this video. That's why it's always smarter to start with a monthly payment that comfortably fits your budget and work backwards to determine your ideal purchase price. So here's the bottom line. The 28% gross income rule is one of the best starting points for determining how much home you can comfortably afford. It helps you balance homeownership with the rest of your financial life. But don't stop there. Take into account your utilities, gas, water, maintenance, emergency repairs, and your other monthly financial goals. Especially if you have kids or you're taking care of loved ones, maybe your parents are old and you're taking care of them now, factor those in. Remember, the goal isn't to buy the most expensive home a lender will approve. Don't overstretch yourself. The goal is to buy a home that allows you to sleep well at night, continue saving for the future, and enjoy the life you're building. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, and consider subscribing to the channel for more home buying and personal finance tips. Leave a comment below letting me know what topic you'd like me to cover next. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you in the next video.